now. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, let me put that there. Oh, I forgot to do what I usually did before. Okay. So, we went 12-3 last week. Sorry, I need to be on camera. We went 12-3 last week. I think out of the over/under things that we took, which are just mostly gonna be overs, I think we hit on the over on Ward and eat. I don't know. I should have did this all before. Let me go see here if that all worked out or not. I gotta plug my phone in. My phone's gonna die here. Alright, so Ward hit. I took one of them was McBride anytime touchdown. That did not hit. Pickens hit and Etienne hit. So 3 out of 4 for our make-believe betting. Okay. I think I'm gonna kind of stop the over/under stuff. It's not that cool, in my opinion. So I think we're just gonna focus on the picks from here on out. But once I write down all of these games, so through 2 weeks we're 20-9. So about 60% is what we're shooting right now, or 60. It'd be 66%. A little over 66% actually, I think. Yeah. So let's do. I'm just gonna write it down here. Week 3 picks. All right, so let me write these all down, and then we'll start playing games. Hopefully everybody's having a fine start to their Sunday morning as well. I did this last week, except I missed the Monday night games. But I need to make this a practice to write this all down and prep for the stream before just turning on the stream. Okay. Oh, every time my L's look like giant C's. Alright, we're almost done writing them all down here. Alright, ran out of room here, so. That. I think that's. Oh yeah, yep, okay. Perfect. So yeah, I think we're not gonna do any more prop stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. I gotta plug my phone in. okay. Yeah, good. Alright, we got it figured out. Okay, I think for Madden, by the way, I haven't done anything since our last. My hair is wild right now. I haven't done anything since our last stream on Thursday, so same team and everything. Just lost a few more coins buying those spotlight packs. I don't know how many spotlight tokens I'm up to at this point, but I'm considering, I should say, doing the team of the year. Excuse me, team of the year thing. How many do I have? It's got to be over 100 now, right? Yeah, 103 is what we have. So, just need some Packer players or some fun legends to actually release, I guess. And not that there hasn't been some fun legends, it's just, it kind of is really hard. Once you start a theme team, it's kind of hard to, like I could go and get Ed Reed, I guess, and, upgrade that position. But, I don't really care about any of the linebacker spots already because it's the exact same thing. You can't pick balls off. I think the only thing with Urlacher is you could he gets Lurk Artist, right, or something? Or no, he doesn't get Lurk Artist. Does he even get Lurker? He definitely gets Lurker. Yeah. But I have noticed that Lurker doesn't work hardly at all, so yeah, I mean I just run Kyle Hamilton and Nick Cross now at those spots. But I mean, that's the thing, is I could probably take out Cross and then complete the thing for what's his name, Isaiah Palomalu or not Palomalu, whatever. Somewhat same probably pronunciation. Oh, I did. Excuse me. I did get a new card actually. I forgot it. I got Josh Jacobs here, which actually this actually reminds me of something here. So I want to refund this. And I need to go to my specialists here really quick. Yeah, I don't know why when I put Josh Jacobs in it didn't. Actually, let's do this. And then we'll put insert shift. Now, Josh Jacobs comes with some abilities that I would like to see really quick. I lose my train of thought so fast. I don't know if balance beam is actually good or not, because I don't really notice I stumble very often. This seems like a must, especially because his change of direction is really low. So this seems like a must, but I do like Matchup Nightmare. It's just funny because it doesn't light up all the time. Playmaker I don't really care about. Jukebox, he does have a really good juke. So I'm wondering if I should just put a bunch of stuff on him. We're going to try out Human Joystick. It's a lot of training to throw on him, but he's got Return Man. Because we've been run. I actually kind of want to take some time here and do some adjusting to our AP because I want to deactivate this. I don't really care about the Lucas. I not that I pay attention to my O-line or anything, but I just don't care for that. Oh, whoops, not what I want to do. Actually, you know what? I did mean to do that because I need some training. So let's go quick sell everything that I spent some training on to get. Because I kind of want to turn into a running team, possibly. And I get it, people might think that's boring. It's not boring to me. Alright, so he's got run off elite. I think I'm going to take out the deep in elite. Oh, you know what? You can't take off the deep. Oh, okay, remove ability. Yes, good. Alright, I don't really care about that stuff. Okay. We are gonna give... He gets honorary lineman, I believe, right? Yeah, we're gonna put that on. Does he get runoff elite too? What does that leave us at? So we got 4. What does Ward get? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Is Quick Draw lame now? Oh, he gets so many things. Perfect accuracy on high point throws. Sideline dead eye. Yeah. I'm gonna try just doing Quick Draw. Put that on him. It's only 1 AP, so I can only imagine that it's probably not really broken or anything. I just don't know if there's any of these guys that needs... Yeah, he doesn't even get any slots yet. So... Maybe I'll put runoff elite on Golden then too. No, I can't because he's got return man. What else does Mr. Ward get? Lofting Deadeye. Frog. Red Zone Deadeye. Some of these things I don't know if they actually are. I don't try to run with Ward, so. I mean, Lofting Deadeye sounds kind of nice. Not that I like really throw any lob or touch passes very often anymore. Maybe Red Zone Deadeye's better. I don't know. Maybe let's look at Josh Jacobs again really quick. We could put matchup nightmare back on him then, or we could try it. Let's try out jukebox. Let's try it out. He's got 90 juke, I think, right? Let me go back into that. Sorry, I know we haven't done any of our pick stuff yet, but 89 juke. Dang it. All right. Anyways, that's kind of our team update. So I think for this stream, just to kind of keep it light, we're gonna just play some of the challenges that I've been neglecting to play. So let's start with the epic challenges. I think I have 2 more of these. I don't know what I gotta do. Win the game by at least 3 points. Pass for 80 yards and 3 drives. Okay, that actually probably is not a bad one. Okay. Does this show on this? No, it does not. Ooh, but it does show there. Okay, we're gonna move all this stuff over. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna circle the team that I think is gonna win. Screw that. Okay, first game. Oh, this is heavy rain. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck a lot. Okay, first game, Green Bay versus Cleveland. I have to say, and I probably said this last week, this is the most fun I've had. Okay, anyways. This is the most fun. Wait, I don't have any of my abilities on. This is the most fun I've been watching the Packers defense play in quite a long time. I think the Michael Parsons effect is real. I don't know, not that PFF really like matters at all, to be honest with you. I think anybody that looks at PFF is just trying to win an argument. But PFF having Carrington Valentine at 7 and Nixon at 1 for their top corner grades. I think, not to say that those guys haven't improved too. Like that, obviously. I mean, Nixon had a 5-pass defense breakup, but Micah Parsons being able to take the heat off of everybody has been so huge for us. Like, so huge. Oh, wait, timeout. We gotta restart this. I messed up. We gotta restart this. But yeah, Micah Parsons' effect has been real. And I think anybody that's doubting that, too. That said, the Cleveland Browns defense is really, really good, too. Like, super, super good. Josh just got his leg snapped on that. It's going to be really fun to watch, like, two defensive just juggernauts. But that said, I think offensively, because it's going to come down to which other offense can, like, score. I honestly think the game will probably be, like, 20-10 maybe. Like, it's going to be a low-scoring affair. And I think it's going to come down to which offense is going to be better. And honestly, I think Joe Flacco might get destroyed today. If I'm being honest, he might get destroyed. So this might be the Dillon Gabriel game. I'm assuming Shador is going to be inactive, or Shador, whatever. So this could be the Dillon Gabriel game, which I honestly, if you are a Cleveland Browns fan, you cannot ask for Dillon Gabriel to come out against this Packers defense. I think that's like the biggest thing is that I've realized over the years is the whole like confidence thing. You can't bring out Dillon Gabriel against a top defense. It's gonna, because the odds at least, is that he's going to get murdered. And then you completely ruin him, to a degree. So that's my take on it, at least. That all said, Green Bay is going to win. Yeah, I just don't think you can pick against Green Bay in these types of games. So we're going to make sure I play this play here, and then we'll circle them. So we're going to circle Green Bay. Atlanta versus Carolina. I think that Carolina, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with Carolina. I've kind of read on Reddit and stuff, like the fans seem like they want a whole new coaching staff. Oh, wait, did I just mess up? I need 37. Or no, I need 27 yards. We're good. I keep saying that Carolina wants new coaches and all that stuff, and Bryce Young stinks again, and I don't know. I think it's all like very funny things being said. That said, they just aren't. The defense I think has kind of been okay. Like, I'm pretty sure the defense has been pretty fine. It's just been the offense has kind of looked lackluster, and it seems like they're just trying to force feed, more or less. Leggett is just not panning out, really, which is kind of, I don't know. I thought Leggett would be able to take the step. I really did. It's just not looking great. You got Hunter Renfrow. I saw a stat that Hunter Renfrow is like the most red zone targets out of any wide receiver in the league right now, which is just wild to me. But on the flip side, Atlanta, I think, is like that good. I really do project Atlanta to be in the playoffs. I think they're going to get it like a sneak-in kind of playoff spot. What do I have to win by here? Okay. I'll call it. Excuse me. Call a timeout when it comes to like 3 seconds here. Actually, let's do 2 seconds. So I think Atlanta's a good sneaky good team. I think Penix is. I think Penix. I'd like to take him for the. Like, I'd like for him to take the next step. Because right now I think he's very good. He's a good game manager type quarterback. Like, I don't think he really does anything stupid. But I don't think he does anything like super good. Your total field goal distance must be at least 60 yards. Don't throw more than 12 passes this quarter. Score at least 2 field goals. Don't allow 60 yards on defense. And don't allow any points. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. This one I might have to focus up on. So yeah, all that said, I'm going to go Atlanta. I just think they have the better team. Jacksonville versus Houston. I'm going to probably say it 100 times this year. I don't get how a franchise like Houston watched them take David Carr and watch him basically have his career ruined because they didn't put an offensive line in front of him. Now, the excuse for that was always, oh, he's on a expansion team, like blah blah blah. They don't have like good players and all that stuff. I don't care. I don't really care. You watch that happen, and now you have a C.J. Stroud looked very like. I think I'm not gonna say he was amazing or anything, but for a rookie quarterback, it was pretty awesome to watch him play. And then they just went and were like, all right, let's just get rid of all of the O-line and put in, like, practice squad guys. Sorry. I don't mean to offend people, but I should have got a little bit more yards on that. What's the field goal from here? Yeah, let's get a little... see if we can get a little bit closer here. Yeah, I mean, they just don't put an O-line. I mean, I'm not going to discredit Tampa Bay's like pass rush either. Like, I think their pass rush is probably pretty good too. But like, Stroud had maybe a minimum of, or a maximum of maybe 2 seconds to throw the ball every time. I don't know how, and again, it's like, oh, well, we can't do anything this year. And it's like, yeah, but it shouldn't have gotten to this year. It shouldn't have gotten to the stage that it is. So the fact that they allowed it to get to that point is kind of the problem. And then it's funny because then on the other side, I think the problem with Jacksonville is Trevor Lawrence. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is good. Do I think he's the worst quarterback in the NFL? No. I think he's a viable quarterback. I think he's somebody that can win games, but I think he makes the bonehead plays that I don't think Stroud makes. Now, is it because Stroud doesn't have the time to make those mistakes? So I fear this game is. I feel like that Houston should probably win the game. If you gave Jacksonville's O-line to Houston, I feel like Houston wins the game. But I think this is why, you know, a lot of teams seem to not care about O-line. I think if I was building a team, I would want a stacked O-line. Before I would, I guess not completely before, but I would want to get at least 2. Make 2 out of the 5 O-line, like, super good. Before I start worrying about, okay, let's get, you know, this guy and that guy. I mean, look at Joe Burrow. Look at that team. It's another one. It's like, what are you guys doing? Cool, you sunk 90% of your salary cap into 2 wide receivers and a quarterback. Who's going to block for them? You know? So, it is There's a lot that goes into that. So that said, I'm gonna go Jacksonville. I just think that pass defense or pass rush. Oh, did I mess up? I might have messed up. Here. All right, what do we have? So we need 24 yards of field goal distance. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna let that run out. So we're gonna go Jacksonville. Let's kind of cook through some of these here. So Cincinnati, Minnesota. I mean, I think Minnesota's defense is one of, and it sucks for me to say it, but it's one of the best defenses in the league. And yeah, I don't know. That said, I think Cincinnati, even with Browning, is still one of the better offenses in the league. So now on the opposite side, you're going to have one of the worst defenses going against probably one of the worst offenses in the league. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I think I'm going to go with the offense being the better thing. So Cincinnati having the better offense. I just think it's going to match up a little bit better. So try not to gain yards here. What we got? Pittsburgh versus New England. I'm going to take New England. I'm not going to really think too much on that one. Just because I don't understand Pittsburgh as a team right now. I should have waited a little bit, but oh well. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I don't know what to think of Pittsburgh right now because their defense, I don't think is that good, and I don't know. Their offense is weird. I think New England's just got a good all-around football team now. So, and I'm a big Drake May guy. So, I'm going to go New England there. There we go. Come on. Are they going to run hurry up? All right. Oh, they're going to spike the ball. So, Rams versus Philly. Now, this is a game that I'm interested to see. I'm interested to watch this game because I want to see if they actually start calling penalties on the push. I am very, very curious to see what happens. I think the fact that Dean Blandino was even like getting fed up with it. I think it's one of those things to me. Uh-oh. That was almost scary. I don't think they get a playoff, so that's good. We win. I just think that the fact that the world, like, so I don't know. I'm not that like into the play to like understand like is it actually a penalty or not. But the fact that Dean Blandino was saying that this should have been false starts, they should have literally been called, and he's also saying that it's a hard play to even referee, tells me everything that needs to be said. If the refs can't see the false starts because of how chaotic the play is, basically, it needs to go. Because if the officiating of it can't be done correctly, like, and it's like actually not on the ref's part of, like, it's not on the ref's fault. If anything, allow the play, but then push it up to replay. Replay can start calling penalties on that play then. All right. I'm interested to see though. I'm interested to see if there was a big talk about to the refs that say, watch the play and throw penalty flags. I'm very interested. I think it's gone after this year for sure, though. I think the NFL is starting to realize that it is a terrible play from a product standpoint. Like imagine a play like Imagine a play that a team could run and score 80-yard touchdowns every single time, right? Imagine that play. Or imagine it at a 90% clip. So they could just run the play, or 80% clip even. They can run the play, and it's an 80-yard touchdown every single time. Whatever play that would be would get pretty much banned after a little bit. Because, yes, does the NFL want more points scored? Yes. I think that's been pretty apparent over the last probably 10, 15 years. They want defense to be very hard to play, more or less. But it's gonna completely kill the game. Now that is probably a little bit more of an escalation than the tush push, because obviously the tush push isn't always resulting in a touchdown, but it is resulting in extending drives usually. And so I think that's the part where it's like it just needs to go. Oh, all the other teams could do it. Why is it just because we can do it? We got to ban the play. It is. I personally think that NFL teams aren't doing it. They're not going to start doing it, other NFL teams, because it is a not fun play. It's just not fun. It's a terrible play. Imagine I'm pretty positive they could sit there and run that play the whole way down the field if they really wanted to. So that's my take on it. I think though, yeah, if you got Dean Blandino actually calling it should be penalties and stuff, then it needs to be fixed. It needs to start calling the penalties then. And maybe that is the fix. Maybe we don't take the play out, but we just start refereeing it correctly. But I think that's the other thing is Dean saying that it's a hard play to actually call correctly. If that is correct, then I think at that point it just needs to go. So, that said, I'm gonna take Philly over the Rams. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna go Rams because I think Stafford. I don't know. I have a weird inkling. I think. Excuse me. I have a lot of stuff in my chest here. Yeah, I don't know why. I think Devontae and because I don't think Philly's corners are really that crazy. And so I think that might be just they might be able to off. I don't know. I don't know what the O line is. I guess with the Rams, but I think I like the wily old veteran going in. I think the Eagles' offenses look like crap. Too. I mean, they're scoring points. Don't get me wrong, but it's a weird offense right now. So I'm gonna go Rams. See what we get out of these packs here. That has to just be it. Did they increase the odds of these packs? They're all 76s now, huh? I got nothing. Go with that. New York versus Tampa. I'm going Tampa. Fields is out. Tyrod Taylor's in. Tampa looks good. You got a winner at quarterback in Baker Mayfield. There's nobody I root for harder outside of the Packers than Baker Mayfield at this point. I wish he was in the AFC. Just so I could root for him. I mean, it's one of those things where if the Packers are out, I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan just for Baker. I think if he won a Super Bowl, it would be the coolest moment for a multitudes of reasons. It'd be the coolest moment because he literally was pretty much out of the league until he came in and won a Monday night game with knowing hardly any of the playbook. It would be cool because the Browns get a middle finger to them for cutting him or not cutting him, but getting rid of him basically and letting Deshaun Watson come in. Yeah, I think it'd just be a cool story, but obviously the Packers have to be out for me to want to do any of that. Indianapolis versus Tennessee. I don't understand Indianapolis. Like, they're actually, like, a good team now. I'm confused by them greatly, actually. Tennessee, I think, is fine, too. But it's, I don't know. I'm like, this game really confuses me. I'm gonna have to go Colts, but it is a division game. I wouldn't be shocked if Tennessee actually wins. I just think the Danny Dimes effect is weird right now. They're playing with a lot of confidence, and I think it's just really fun to watch. I want to cook through because we've been streaming a decent amount of time already. I think. I don't know actually when did I start? Okay, we're actually 36. 36 minutes. Okay. Let's get to the last round here. See if we can get a. We got nothing. Oh well. We got nothing. Yeah, and I'm waiting for these packs here to rip them next week when the second Unstoppables comes out, and see if there's any cards that haven't been completely released yet. Maybe I can get a Packer player or something. All right, Raiders versus Washington. Washington's got Mariota. Raiders have nothing going for them. So, I, as an Ashton Jainty fan, hated that he went to the Raiders. I thought that was the worst draft spot that he could have fell to. I know there was talks with, I think it was Jacksonville before they traded up that Jacksonville might take him. I thought that was a better situation. I really, and this isn't like I think these guys are cool, like from like a personal kind of standpoint. Not like I met them, but you know what I kind of mean, I guess. But like Pete Carroll just did not have a good end to his tenure in Seattle, and I just kind of thought he should be done with coaching. Bring in Gino. I don't know. It just didn't. Did I not get? Oh, I scored. Oh no, complete any of the following. Okay. 2 tackles or a sack. Gotcha. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that team is in disarray. I also think Mariota is he's probably one of the best backups in the league. So I'm still gonna go with the better overall team in Washington. I just don't believe that Jainty's gonna be good. And I think he's the guy. I honestly, with how that team is set up right now, wide receivers and all that stuff, I don't know how you don't run Jainty. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe teams realize that if they stop Jainty, they're not going to have a problem with the passing game because you have Jacoby Myers and that's it. I'm a huge Jack Bech guy, but for some reason they're not letting him run, and I think the reason really is because Jack Bech is kind of the Jacoby Myers replacement. But yeah, I'm gonna go Washington. I can't believe in the Raiders right now. I just don't believe in them. So, the game of like what reverse card got played. The Chargers take Amari and Hampton because they're a run-heavy team, and they come out and they're the top passing team in the league right now. And Amari and Hampton is like hardly used. Like what? What is going on here? I don't know why you caught it like that, Jacobs. And then yeah, Denver comes out, was one of the most explosive offenses last year, and they look like crap, kind of. So with that said, I'm gonna ride the Charger train here. I think Quentin Johnston is like really good now somehow. I don't know. It is the craziest like, I don't even know how to say it. It's like the craziest Uno reverse card. Both teams are just doing the reverse of what we thought they would do. So, New Orleans versus Seattle. Honestly, I was a big Spencer Rattler hater. I was kind of looking at his stats and stuff. Now, I know I think they're 0-2. So, it is what it is. But I feel like Rattler has been better than what he looked last year. I really think Rattler. Now, is that mean? Oh, I was supposed to rush the ball. What was it? Rush? Okay. Let's go with this. Yeah, Rattler's been, like, I feel like he's been very good at not making mistakes. He's just been kind of playing his game. And it's been, I'm going to restart this challenge. It's been really good to kind of, I'm a big fan of watching players, like, progress, That said, I think the Tyler Shuck pick by the Saints is going to prove to be a very terrible pick. If I have to say so myself. But hey, I'm on record saying it. Maybe Shuck is going to be just come in one day and it's going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. You never know. Seattle, on the other hand, I think that offense is starting to get rolling a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go Seattle just because they've been better than the Saints. But I think it's a close game. Dallas, Chicago. I mean, you got to go Dallas. I think, and I think I maybe said this last week too. I saw a post. I'll start with the post here. I saw a post that kind of, I think, sums up the Bears situation. You have a coach that likes to go based off of rhythm and timing. Like, that's his whole offense, is just rhythm, like all that stuff. And you have a quarterback who wants to play hero ball. And I think one of those two, like, needs to give. I just lose this channel? Oh, no. Yeah, I don't get. This is kind of, obviously as a Packer fan, this is kind of what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the Bears think that this was going to solve all their problems, and it's not going to. That said, I don't get the Bears having this, like, plague of just, they can't have a quarterback throw for a lot of yards. It just never happens. I mean, I think they probably, I've never looked at this, but I do remember, like, Jordan Love, his rookie season, threw for more yards than any Bears quarterback has thrown in their, in a season ever. And they are plagued. I mean, and that's the thing, is people are going to be like, oh, Caleb Williams, he sucked, and all that other stuff. And it's like, you can't blame the Bears really for it, because I mean, I think I don't know. I just think Caleb needs to, like, put aside this, like, his ego. I do think that was my red flag on him, if I'm honest. I thought he had too much of an ego. I mean, that's the funny thing, is people want to talk about Shedeur Sanders, like, tanking interviews and stuff. But I feel like Caleb and, like, his dad, maybe more or less, not that they tanked interviews, but it kind of had that ego of, like, okay, well, we're going to pick where we want to go type of thing too. They just didn't do what Shedeur actually did. they ended up being like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should just go first overall and like be happy. I don't know. Either way, I just think one of them has to give in order for that team. I think it should be Caleb. I think Caleb does need to just buy into the offense. He needs to buy into it. They invested a crap ton of money into the O-line, so the O-line shouldn't be a problem anymore. They have, I mean, like, that's the thing. It's that offense should be electric. It should be electric. And maybe it's growing pains, you know? Who knows? Maybe it's going to be growing pains. But so far, I don't know, man. I just think that Wait, why does Peanut Tillman look huge? That was kind of crazy. I didn't realize Peanut Tillman was that tall. So, that said, I'm gonna go Dallas. But this would be the perfect game to get the Bears going. You have I think Dallas is starting a couple practice squad guys at corner. And their defense just has not been that great. So, yeah, I think. Oh, did I mess that up? I don't think I got. I didn't kick a 25-yard field goal, did I? I just kicked a field goal. Son of a gun. But yeah, I think this would be the perfect time for that Bears offense to get rolling. And I don't want to put too much on the offense because I feel like the defense did a pretty good job against the Vikings a little bit until they kind of sucked towards the end. And then they got completely dog-walked by Detroit. Let's see if we can kick this field goal now. So what's a field goal from here? 46. Okay, good. There we go. Now we got it done. So yeah, I guess that's all I need to really say. I think the Bears maybe are going through growing pains, but from what I've seen of Caleb Williams, it's just not been the greatest. I mean, that's the thing. There's times where he makes the throw and you're like, whoa, that's the first overall pick. And then there's times where he makes the throw and you're like, how was this guy a first-round pick? You know. So, Arizona versus San Fran. Mac Jones is something. I think Kyle Shanahan is kind of proving that his offense is QB proof to a degree. Oh, whoops. I just think, I think his offense is very QB proof. I mean, that's why I always wondered how good Brock Purdy really was. Or if it was mostly just the offense is really favorable. But either way, Cardinals, I'm a Marvin Harrison owner. And I have to say, and I thought it was crazy, but I went down the rabbit hole of the Arizona Cardinals fans, and I was very happy to be reaffirmed, or not reaffirmed. What I don't know what the word is, but to confirm, I guess maybe is what I was trying to say. To confirm that my thoughts were correct, that the offensive coordinator sucks. Does not. I don't get how. I'll never understand a team taking somebody. This goes back to Janty. You take somebody in the top, like, 10 picks, and you don't use them. You just refuse to use them. Or refuse to design plays specifically for him. And that's talking about Marvin Harrison now. Marvin Harrison is not being used at all. And that's the thing is, you have people, oh, he sucks. He sucks. That's the non-car. That's why I trust fan bases of like